Hello, my name is Darren Woodfork. I'm an attorney here in Scottsdale, Arizona. At my firm, I practice in personal injury work. I help people restore their gun rights, and I also seal criminal records here at Arizona. If you have any questions, please call me at 602-284-3035 or shoot me an email at darrenw, that's DERRONW @msn.com. On this channel, I talk about various legal issues dealing with Arizona law and the world and American law also. Today I want to talk about kind of what's dealing with the world, and I want to talk about the dark web and Bitcoin and the Silk Road and all of that. You might have heard recently that President Trump pardoned that kid Ross Ulbricht, I think his name is. I might be getting that name turned around, but I think that's a guy's name. Anyways, he was in jail for about 10 years, just recently got out because of Trump's pardon, but he was in jail for 10 years for, I know he's known for creating the Silk Road that was on the dark web, but I think he went to jail for trying to hire like a hitman to kill somebody on the dark web, and I think that's why he got thrown in jail way back when. I'm not sure exactly, but I think that's it. In addition to, he created the Silk Road, which was a marketplace on the dark web where you could go in and you could buy all types of illegal things on the dark web. You name the illegal thing, you could buy it on the dark web back in 2013, 2014 on the Silk Road. Ross Ulbricht, he created it. And so, that might be why he went to jail. I can't remember exactly. But one thing that's interesting is that the actual dark web itself is not illegal. It's just what you do on it is illegal. And I remember back in 2013, 2014, maybe even earlier than that, we would get on the dark web with what was called a Tor browser. And the Tor browser was a browser that kind of hid your IP address, or it pinged it back and forth to like 5 different places around the world, so that your IP address couldn't be tracked. I'm not sure if people still use a Tor browser now here in 2025. I know the VPNs probably take the place of that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so back then it was a Tor browser. The Onion browser is how you got on the dark web. But that wasn't illegal though. It's just again, what you do on it. And then as far as the transactions that you did on the dark web marketplace, those were the reason why Bitcoin became popular. Back in 2010, 2011, I think when they started, the guy created Bitcoin, nobody really had a use for it. Until the dark web started, until the Silk Road started and all that stuff, because people needed to buy things on the dark web, and the reason why they needed to buy things anonymously, and what they used Bitcoin, because they couldn't use obviously their Visa or MasterCard or whatever, or PayPal on the dark web. And so they used Bitcoin, and that's why I think Bitcoin got popular back in those mid 2015s, 2016, all that. It was never really kind of like the store of value is what they call it, what they say Bitcoin is now. Back then, Bitcoin was a utility. It was needed to do these transactions that were illegal on the Silk Road or the dark web. So I guess, and again, that's kind of my armchair philosophy of kind of why Wall Street never really liked Bitcoin, because they never really used it. They never really had any reason to use it. It was always the guys who needed Bitcoin to do these transactions on, like I said, the Silk Road or the dark web or anything like that, who had Bitcoin. So anyways, yeah, and I guess my point is these guys bought Bitcoin back in 2012, and obviously they're multi-millionaires now because of the price of Bitcoin, but they had it back there for a whole completely different reason, and so now, like I said, who knows how much those Bitcoins are worth now, because they bought it back then. Anyway, so I hope that's interesting to you. Again, if you've never really heard of the dark web, or you've never heard of or knew what that guy Ross Ulbricht was popular for, that's why. Was the old Silk Road. There might be more stuff on there now. I don't know. I know for a long time, I think the FBI was shutting down all those marketplaces on the dark web, but back in the 2013, 2012, the Silk Road was very popular. And I don't know, like I said, I'm not sure if that's why that guy Ross Ulbricht went to jail, but maybe so. Anyways, hope that you found that interesting. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.